That's a matter of fact.
That's your opinion.
How about clean water? Is it a regulation?
Did a government end slavery, or did the United States government end slavery? Did a corporation end slavery, or did the government do it? Did corporations
What does slavery have to do?
Well, we're saying what there is a role for government in our society, and corporations cannot do everything.
But slavery was wrong to begin with, so let's not even. It was government that created it. But government created. Wait, hold on. But government created slavery.
Okay. Did corporations enact the Civil Rights Act, or did government do that?
Well, but a lot of the Civil Rights Acts.
I'm asking you a question. Okay, so you're saying that your argument is that corporations know better than the United States government, or any government, for that matter. So we should. So wait. Let me finish. So what you're saying is we should disband the federal government, go back to a system before the federal government existed, where states had the rights to choose whatever laws they wanted, and then how do corporations play a role in that? Is it Walmart? Does Walmart make policies for all of us, and then our senators just go home? How does that work?
Okay, first of all, I'm saying go back to the Constitution. I'm not saying go back to
the Constitution was written 200 years ago, and it's imperfect. That's why there has been amendments to it. It was imperfect. So they're called amendments to correct things that don't represent what's going on now.
Notwithstanding the amendments, the government is out operating.
This guy's laying it out right.
Of the Constitution. I want limited government, but
you're saying limited to how much? How much? Where does government have a role in the lives of 300 million people?
Government is there to protect property, life, liberty,
and that's it. And that's it.
It's not there to redistribute wealth. It's not there. When you have government do that, it doesn't work. History is filled. Well, that's because of government. The market. I'm against the bailout. The government shouldn't have done that. That was unconstitutional. Yes, the government.
The market's imperfect. You know that.
No, the market would work well if the government stayed out.
Do you believe that old world governments should just shut down and then give way to a free market?
Of course not. But I mean, you mentioned Walmart. So what are you afraid that Walmart's going to do to you?
What am I afraid they're going to do to me?
What is Walmart doing?
You should go and ask the employees that are working in sweatshop type conditions that don't get enough hours, that don't have health care.
Wait a minute. Okay. Then why don't they quit? I mean, Walmart doesn't.
Why don't they quit? Oh, that's so it's their fault. So why did the rape victim get raped? What was she doing out late at night? You know what I mean? Like,
all right, so
what are you talking about?
Are you offering people Are you offering people better jobs in Walmart? If you think people in Walmart aren't getting a good deal, why don't you offer to hire them?
So the people at Walmart, if the board of directors at Walmart don't see fit to, if they want to hire 40,000 people and keep most of them on as part-time employees, just for the simple fact, excuse me, let me finish. That they don't want them to work more than 40 hours, so they don't have to bring them into their healthcare system, so then they don't have to pay for their healthcare costs. Is that right for Walmart to do that? But wait. If Walmart's not going to change it, and Walmart's going to keep up, and any corporation, not just Walmart, any corporation that doesn't give and protect its employees, that pays them a livable wage, if it's not government's purpose to do that, then who is going to step in and fill the void to make sure that 300 million people are represented properly? Who does that?
It's the government that is imposing these regulations that is causing Walmart.
I'm asking you, if the government isn't there to do it, who is supposed to do that?
If you go back to, let's say, Henry Ford in Ford Motors Company 100 years ago, before there were labor unions, before there was a minimum wage, before the average Ford worker was making twice what the Ford workers are making today.
And you know what? There was a lot of other imperfections in the system. Do you want to go back to 1920, 1930? What is this golden year that Republicans want to go back to? What year? The 60s? The 70s? What year?
I don't want to go back to that technology, but I want to go back to that level of freedom.
I want the level of freedom for who? Some women couldn't vote at some point.
Not for us.
African Americans and others had to ride in the back of the bus. You want to go back there. We don't want to go back there.
I'm telling you, there's more economic freedom.
There was more economic freedom.
I want my meal.
Social justice.